Hi, I'm Jenny Frizen, and you're watching The Comic Vet.
Hello Comic Army, my name is Chris the Comic Vet. Hope this video finds you safe and well. Let's just quickly address what you're probably curious about. Yes, I am now cancer-free. I recently had cancer surgery on my face. I had BCC actually removed from my nose. There was a skin graft where they took a big portion of skin from close to my ear and replaced it on my nose. So I'm now in the healing process, but again, I am cancer-free. So for those of you that reached out with warm wishes and curious to see how I'm doing, I'm grateful, and I'm doing well. The only problem is, for the better part of 3 weeks, even during the surgery and post-surgery, I've been sick as a dog with a nasty cold, and it's still still dragging me down. But staying positive, and I'll get through it. But you're here for comics and to see what's in my pull list. So let's get into it, shall we? This is my pull list. It's actually a little bit of a lighter week, let's be honest. And as always, I start with a Spider title. But before I begin, make sure that you hit that thumbs up button. Make sure you subscribe, get a comment ready. Let me know if you agree with me on Cover of the Week. And also make sure that you're subscribed and following my LCS, Retro Rocket Comics, across all their social media platforms. And thanks to Chris for having my pull list waiting for me when I arrived at Retro today. This is SpiderBoy issue number 12. So this is the variant cover featuring the all-new Spider-Girl. First appearance of Spider-Girl in the suit, and also her first cover appearance. So I liked it so much I picked up one for my PC, but more importantly, also picked one up to give away in the Comic Army box. So the first Wednesday of every month during Show Us What You Got, my live stream that I do every Wednesday, I give away the Comic Army box to one lucky channel member, a member of the Comic Army. This month, the box is getting stacked with a whole lot of greatness. You don't want to miss out. So if you're interested, you may want to consider joining the Comic Army. Just hit the join button down below. There are 2 tiers for you to select from. Spider-Boy, issue 12, the first cover appearance of Spider-Girl in costume. Up next, we have Johnson's issue 18 of The Incredible Hulk. Again, I'm enjoying The Incredible Hulk. Bill Kennedy Johnson's doing a great job, in my opinion. And the only thing I would change is, like, give him a haircut. Like, shorten that hair up a little bit. See, he's got long hair. But again, and I get they want to try to make it as different as the last volume. Nothing wrong with that. So a book that I'm incredibly excited for is Iron Man issue number 1. This is Spencer Ackerman now taking over the helm of Iron Man from the last volume, which was done incredibly well by Jerry Duggan. And this, in my opinion, is Cover of the Week. So, as you can see, it's a fresh take on Iron Man, kind of rebooting the whole season, the whole scenario. We'll see where we go. I actually purposely stayed away from the trades and finding out like how they're going to approach this new volume. Again, I read Jerry Duggan's volume from beginning to end, enjoyed it, and here we are now with the Stark Rocks and War, part 1. Looking forward to getting into this. Up next, we'll switch into the Independents, and it's the very well done issue 13 of Void Rivals. Void Rivals has been excellent from start to finish, let's be honest. Hopefully those of you that watch this that started off with Void Rivals, you're like me, that you're still picking it up monthly. It's been very, very good. I like how they continuously tie it into the world of Transformers, but it's set out in space versus here on Earth. Very well done. Up next is a total change of gear. It's issue 5 of 7 of the fantastic Grommets. This might be like one of the top 5 independents for the year, let's be honest. Again, skateboard culture set in the early 80s in California. It's a whole lot of fun. It's a whole lot of fun. Great job by Remender. The next book is a book that's sold out at Retroactive Comics. I actually asked Chris if there was any additional books. He said no, it's sold out instantly, and thank God that it was a part of my pull list. But if you watch my channel at any point, you'll know that I've been reading Wonder Woman for years. I've been reading Wonder Woman since Meredith and David Finch took over Wonder Woman, and that's got to be 6, 7, 8 years ago at this point now. This is Absolute Wonder Woman, issue number 1. This is probably the hot book of the week, let's be honest, with the spike of what Absolute Batman was and how well received that story was and how it's doing on the secondary market with values. Everyone's going to be jumping on board for this one for hopefully the reasons of reading it, but I'm sure there are those that are trying to pick up extra copies to try and make a quick buck. I was hoping to get one to throw it in my Comic Army box, but we'll see how it plays out. Yes, Absolute Wonder Woman, issue number 1. Really excited about this one too. And a candidate for cover of the week is the beautiful white background of Detective Comics 1090. I said it before and I'll say it again. I like the plain color background. They're not just busying it up with just straight pencil marks or whatever. Sometimes less is more. And this is one of those fabulous covers. I really like the take on Batman here. Looks good. And again, Detective Comics has been solid. Probably better than the monthly Batman story. That's for you to argue if you don't agree with me. But Detective Comics, pound for pound, has been excellent, especially during the entire ROM V volume. Detective Comics, candidate for cover of the week. But again, I got to give it to Iron Man. That was just a great take on Tony Stark. Well, there you have it, Comic Army. That's my pull list. What do you think? Do you agree with me on cover of the week, Iron Man? Or do you think that Batman, or maybe that Absolute Wonder Woman? I did kind of stick with just the cover A's outside of the SpiderBoy. But yeah, it's definitely a good reading week, let's be honest. Next week, there's going to be a lot more books. And next week, keep your eye out for the variant cover of Captain America. There's a Doctor Doom one, and it is excellent, let me tell you. Until we see you again, thank you so much for your time. Take care.